Welcome to the Breakfast Lounge, your daily talk show on 102.7 FM, featuring special guests with your host, Lady Grace. Now let's get started.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back here this morning. Of course, we're on the Breakfast Lounge, usual time. I guess this morning, like I said, with all the stress, all the stressful things that have been going on here on the island and around the world as well. Oh boy, let's relieve some stress this weekend and get into some laughter. You know, they say laughter is the best medicine. You know that, right, Trixx?
Yes.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
We need to get back to that.
Yeah.
Just laughing. Mm-hmm. That good, organic belly laugh.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and we need to stop worrying about the things we can't control.
Absolutely. I agree.
Laugh up.
Laugh it up. Laugh it up.
Laugh up.
Third time here in St.Maarten.
It is.
Yeah, you just told me that.
In the weirdest time frames, because this is my first time back since COVID.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, the first time I came here.
Tell me about it.
First time I came here, I was the unknown guy.
Uh-huh.
And I was treated like it too. I remember us doing interviews and nobody talking to me. It was all the other comedians because they were known. And I sat on the side and they're like, oh, this kid is from Canada and we don't know who he is. And I said, okay, don't worry. You will.
Right.
Every interview was just fuel. And then the night of the show, typically when they don't know how you're going to do on a comedy show, they make you go first. Just to be like, okay, so if he's not
So
good,
you were the opening act.
oh, they made me go first. And boy, did they learn a lesson that night. They learned a valuable lesson that night, because not only did I get a standing O, I got called back on the stage. And all the other comics were like, man, you should have let him go first. I'm like, never judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
It's a good lesson for you guys. And then as soon as I came off stage, I looked at all those comedians and I said, now follow that. Have fun.
You were the underdog, so to speak.
I like being the underdog.
Yeah.
I like it. And that was the first time coming. And that obviously led to the second time coming back, where they talk to me on the interviews now.
Yeah, bring them on.
Now they let me talk.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was good. I love this island. It's great.
Nice to have you back. Welcome
you.
back. And you and I were just discussing, you know, when we see what the direction that comedy is actually headed. You take Stephen Colbert of the year. Well, basically that the president of the United States, and then you know comedians feel that they are under so much pressure now. One of the things we spoke about was Kevin Hart's roast.
Yes.
And you actually work with some of these comedians also.
I do. I know Naeem Lynn. He was great on there. You know, I've worked with Shane Gillis, all those guys.
Okay.
And even Hinchcliffe. And here's my thing about the Kevin Hart roast. And I don't understand why everyone's coming at Kevin. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the things that people are mad about, he didn't say. And I think they're basically like, you know, look, but you, since it's your roast, you should have regulated certain things. Here's the thing that people need to understand. Kevin Hart is a comedian, right? They're comparing it to the Tom Brady roast. Tom Brady is a football player. Kevin Hart is a comedian. And Kevin Hart, the last thing a comedian wants to do is tell another comedian what they should say and not say, especially on a roast. Now, my advice to people: stop watching things you know you're going to get offended at. If you know that roasts are, you know, mean-spirited, they're gonna dig into your life and try to find the meanest things they can say about you. Roasts back in the day were different. Yeah. Celebrities roasted like they were friends.
Okay.
It was all a group of friends who were celebrities, like Richard Pryor, Marsha Warfield. You know, what's his name from the Rat Pack? Dean
Martin.
Dean Martin. You know, they were all friends.
Correct.
So it was a little bit more light and just gagging on your friend. Now the roast culture is a little bit more mean, and they're going to say some things. That's why I don't do roasts, personally. I won't do a roast because I know I don't need certain aspects of my life thrown in my face. You know what I mean? But I don't complain about roast because I know what a roast culture is.
Right.
So my thing is leave Kevin Hart alone. At the end of the day, do I think the George Floyd joke was a good joke? I thought it was tasteless, and I didn't think it needed to be a part of the roast. But I also know that that's what roasts are. Yeah. You're gonna hear things that are bad. Look, they were making fun of Pete Davidson's dead father. They were making fun of Kevin Hart's dead mother. They were making fun of Cheryl Underwood's husband who committed suicide. None of these things are funny in real life, but if these people can look at their pain and laugh at it, then what are you offended at?
You gotta be thick-skinned to actually be able to handle that, though.
Let me tell you something. Roasts are not for the weak. They're not for the weak. Neither is comedy. Comedy is not for the weak.
Yeah.
That's why my brand of comedy. Listen, everybody in St. Maarten. Let me tell you. I want you to know something. Whoever's coming to the show, I just want laughers. Okay, I need laughers there. If you are a sensitive person, you really should stay home.
Okay,
just stay home. You know, I want the people who just want to come out, forget their troubles. Right? Some of you guys have kids that you love, but you don't like them. You know what I mean? You love them. You love them, but you don't like them.
You don't like them.
You need to go out and get away from them. Some of you guys have bills Monday morning. You're going to deal with some bills. You know, this weekend, you don't want to worry about your bills. Just go up there and laugh up. Some of you are trying to figure out, some of you guys are in a relationship, you're trying to figure out how to tell the other person, you don't want them no more. Okay, let me heal you with some laughter and give you some comedic courage.
Right.
To get rid of your partner on
walk
Monday
away
morning.
From the relationship. To walk away from that relationship.
Some of you have baby mother or baby fathers that are just annoying.
Yeah.
You don't like them. You know, let's forget about them Saturday nights.
How long have you been doing stand-up now?
Me?
Trixx.
About 18 years.
Really?
Yeah, man.
So how did you get the name Trixx then?
Boy. Okay, is that what you think, people? I was a DJ. I was a DJ first.
Okay.
And the name just stuck. You know, the transition, because I was a DJ and then I got into radio. And, you know, Trixx is a cool radio name.
Right.
And by the time I made the transition to comedy, it was just like, you know what, let's just keep that name.
Was something natural?
It doesn't make sense to change it at this point. It was a known name in Toronto. So I just kept it.
So you're from Toronto?
Originally from Toronto. They have me pegged as a USA person. For those of you that don't like Americans, I am not American.
Okay.
I'm not coming to your island to do what I want to do. I have respect and manners. Yeah, I have manners. So I am from Toronto, Canada. Or as the Toronto people would say, Toronto.
Okay.
But I live in Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You still do radio?
You know what? I just stopped doing radio last year.
Well, why?
You know what it is? My schedule. I'm just gonna be honest with you, because I love radio. I love prepping because I don't typically watch the news like that.
Okay.
I don't really look at people's business and gossip, and I don't really know what's going on. But when you're in radio, you have to prep.
Absolutely.
So now you got to go
the
wormhole of the internet and learn all about these things. And you're finding out that Jay-Z has a second baby mom, and Beyonce
is not Blue Ivy's mom.
You know what I mean? Blue Ivy's not their kid, and all these things. And Kanye West actually loves the Lord, and you know what I mean?
I got no comment.
But you find out these things.
These
you know what I mean?
You got to do, right?
And I loved that part of radio.
Yeah,
and talking to people.
Okay, so we were talking about roasting. Now, how do you handle hecklers during a performance?
You don't want to heckle me. I'll tell you that. Don't do it. I know some people, some Caribbean people, we think we're funny. Yeah, some of you guys are like, well, I think I'm funnier than this comedian. Let me tell you some joke in the middle of the show. Don't do that. Please don't.
Okay.
Because it would not end well for you, Charlie. You understand? So, me personally, I try not to deal with hecklers, to be quiet. I try to be so dominant on stage and so much fun that you don't have the time
to heckle
me. You're too busy laughing.
Okay.
You're too busy laughing. You can't breathe.
Yeah.
It's hard to talk when you can't breathe.
Where was your biggest show? Which city, country?
Honestly, biggest show. The first time I did here was big.
Okay.
The first time I did here was big. It was a lot of people.
Yeah. It's going to be bigger tomorrow night.
Yeah, it was packed.
Yeah.
People were standing room only.
Have you done comedy club?
Have I done a comedy club here or you just?
No, just comedy club.
Oh, so many.
In New York.
One of my biggest shows too. Oh, New York was huge. I did 3,000 people in King's Theater. England was a big show too.
Okay.
London, England.
And so who's your favorite comedian then?
Wow. I love Chappelle.
Oh.
And I love Bill Burr.
High five. There you go.
Chappelle and Bill Burr are my 1A and my 1B. But, I always pay homage to the Richard Pryors of the world. Eddie Murphy. I'm influenced by a few.
Okay.
Especially in terms of performance, I'm influenced by Eddie Murphy and Bill. And even though what? Listen, I know what he did was horrible, but I separate the artist from the person. I was influenced by Bill Cosby in terms of his style, in terms of his ability to tell a joke with his face. If you ever watched The Cosby Show, which is one of the greatest black television shows ever.
Huge fan. Still watch the reruns.
If you watch the old Cosby Show episodes and somebody would say something ridiculous and he had this face, like a deadpan. Even Golden Girls, B. Arthur used to have a face like if Blanche said something stupid, she'd have a face, and I think that's a real skill to be able to tell a person what you're thinking without saying it. It's just your face is so serious. The facial expression you have, and the audience is laughing because they know how you feel.
Okay.
And your face just says it all. So I'm a student of a lot of old 80s sitcoms. I used to watch Three's Company. I used to watch.
Really?
Yeah, I was a huge John Ritter fan. Just the physical comedy. Jack Tripper is one of the greatest characters.
What was the landlord's name again?
There was two. There was Mr. Roper and Mr. Furler.
Yeah, Mr. Roper, right.
Yeah, those are iconic shows. I grew up on 80s sitcoms.
Like
Jefferson's, Different Strokes, Webster. Oh my gosh, Silver Spoons.
Yeah.
just the good old days.
What is your process, Trixx, for writing new material?
I don't write anything down. Because I want to, maybe it's a page out of Jay-Z's book, but I don't want my show to seem scripted. So my process for writing jokes is simple. If I have a premise, let's say the premise is, I think women are dumb. I don't think that, by the way. Please don't come for me. Please don't come for me, ladies. I think men are dumb. That's the true thing. And let's say that I have a premise that men are dumb. Now I'm going to ask myself, why do I think men are dumb? And that's how I form the joke. I need to feel this way. I'm not just telling a joke to tell a joke. If I tell a joke, it's because I feel this way. Okay. And I'm conveying my thoughts about it.
Okay.
And then I look for the things that we could laugh at. For example, if I say men are dumb, I base that on my friends, because I don't like ladies know the guy that thinks he knows everything, right? Women need to understand, men need to understand that when a woman goes, I'm fine, it's their way of saying, I don't want to. It's their way of saying, I don't want to talk to you because I can't communicate with you.
No arguments or anything. I'm fine.
Right. Yeah. Because there are guys out there who do things like this. There's guys who say things like, they think they know everything. They don't know nothing. They always start with the words, no, trust me.
Trust me.
Anytime you hear a man go, no, trust me. You don't know nothing. Why would I trust you? I just watched you microwave a fork. Why would I trust you? Things like that. So I look for examples. I look for things that we actually go through. So when I tell the joke, you can literally see people in the audience going, yo, that's true.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's true. I want to connect.
You're dealing with facts.
Yes. My jokes have to connect with you.
Correct.
Because I want you to go, yo, what he's saying is true. So even when I talk about Jamaican people.
Okay.
When I talk about Jamaican people, you can get mad if you want to, but I promise you, a Jamaican man's going to come to me and go, yo, I never like what you say, but
yeah.
True what you say. I don't like you said it, but you're not true what you talk. And I'm like, okay, as long as you know, I'm not making fun of you. I'm just giving, even Africans. Why do you always make fun of us? I'm like, I'm African.
Okay.
And I'm not making fun of you. I'm imitating my dad. These are things. Well, it's not like you're lying. I just don't want you to expose us to the world.
African roots. What part of Africa? Ghana.
You said my last name correct?
I was the first
try too.
That. Yeah.
Oh, I've heard people mess up that name, but you were like, oh, it's accurate. I was like, oh,
yeah.
Okay, Lady G's been places.
There you go.
She's
yes,
been places.
I have been. when you are in the Caribbean, for example, like tonight, this is your third appearance here in St. Maarten. Of course, you're not going to be the first one to come out because you've proven that the first time when you came out.
I think I secured myself on the lineup.
You're the closer tonight.
Yeah, I think I'm
Well,
good.
tomorrow night then.
Yeah, I think I'll be deep in the lineup.
Do you have a special comedy for the Caribbean when you're in the Caribbean, when you're in the United States? So there's a special, basically, something that you do especially for the Caribbean.
The Caribbean people,
so that we can relate.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I was babysat by Jamaica because people ask me, they're like, "How do you know how to speak patois so well? How do you know
Jamaican patois?
Yeah, how do you know that?
Really? Okay.
Because I was babysat by them. My mom used to hairdress. She's a hairdresser, and she would leave me.
You're not a nepo baby?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
She would leave me at a Jamaican person's house, and they don't talk to you like. They're not going to change how they talk because you're not Jamaican. They're going to talk to you. They're going to talk to you.
Correct. Yeah.
So that's how I learned most of the culture, but. I find that Caribbean people like to talk about themselves. They want to hear about themselves.
Yeah.
They want to hear about, stuff they go through, things we can laugh
you can
at,
relate to
fun things on the island. And if I come here and I just go into I'm not going to do American politics here, because first of all,
we've had enough of that.
Yeah,
on
and
social
American
media already.
politics is not really your problem. Let's laugh about some of the fun things on the island.
Yeah.
I went to certain places last night. Learned a lot about you guys.
Oh, you did?
I sure did.
Oh, boy. It's going to save that for tomorrow night.
Yeah, I went to a few establishments last night. And I was like, oh, so that's how St.Maarten does it.
Nice.
So, and I just feel like, especially if you're a foreigner and you come to the island and you learn things about the island and then joke about those things. I think people are fascinated by that you take the time to learn about their island, learn about their place and stuff like that. We're gonna laugh about funny things. I'm not gonna come here. I don't want to come here and talk about the news.
Please don't.
I don't want to come here and talk about things that stress us.
Politics.
Let's laugh. And if I do, we're gonna laugh. It's not gonna be me conveying my viewpoint on politics. Right. We're gonna laugh about things. I'm gonna make fun of people who don't know how to function in an airport. We're gonna talk about that.
Airport?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. So, and some of you people who are watching on the live, some of you people who are listening, I hope you're there tomorrow night. We're gonna address certain issues on how adults can't seem to put things in the bin. I don't understand that. Put the things in the bin. It's not hard.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to talk about those things. We're going to talk about funny things.
Yeah.
People who snore. We're going to talk to you.
Oh, God.
And not just men.
And I'm just about to say, it's not just men.
No,
that snore,
some of you
ladies,
love point at the man knowing you have snoring issues.
Do you ever have an off night?
Do I have an off night?
How do you manage?
I think every comedian has had an off night.
What's an off night like?
You can be booed.
Yeah.
You can tell a joke and nobody laughs.
And it falls flat.
I've had those moments. And, that comes down to sometimes knowing your audience.
But you keep going too, right?
You got to be able to call audibles. Yeah. You got to be able to switch up. That's why I don't write things down.
Okay.
Because when you write things down and you have a set list and you're like, okay, I got to stick to this list. And then you go into, let's say my whole set list is geared to young people.
Yeah.
And now I'm doing a show that's grown people. None of this stuff's going to work.
Correct.
Grown people don't want to hear about young people things.
Is St. Maarten a difficult audience, though?
No.
No? Really?
St. Maarten, at least the shows that I've done.
You've done before.
Everybody here just wants to come out. They dress nice and they're there laughing up. I love watching black people. I love watching us laugh. When we laugh, we don't hold back. We're flinging table. We're running around. I remember the first time I watched a woman just get up. She's running around laughing. Why?
No.
Oh my God, I can't breathe. I love that. I love just organic energy. That's my favorite. Yeah. When black people love you, they love you.
But we laugh different too.
Oh, we laugh and furniture. We laugh different. Yeah, furniture gets mashed up.
We fall off the chair.
We are on the floor. Yeah. We're beating the wall. Jesus, they're not funny. Oh God, we're slapping table.
Right.
We're drinking comments are falling. We just are having a good time.
Yeah.
And that's what you love to see. You love to see people just water. We're wiping. Women are mascara. Oh my God, that man, I ruined my makeup. I can't bother with this man. Like, I love that. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
It's connecting with the audience.
I need to connect.
Yeah.
There's a difference between being funny and leaving that place connected. Because when you connect with someone, they're gonna go home and they're gonna look you up. They're gonna, I need to know who this person is. They're gonna go down to the YouTubes. They're gonna look for your videos. They're gonna show you to friends.
Yeah.
Oh, I went to the show Saturday night. Yo, you need to see this guy.
Yeah.
That's what you want. You want to connect with people. So the next time I come back here and they see me on a flyer, they're like, oh, I remember that guy.
Yeah.
You know.
Laughter is medicine. Do people really understand that?
Laughter is so good for the soul. People need to understand what laughter does for your soul. You know what I mean? You could be I've been in the worst of moods. The worst of moods. Because and that's just life. You wake up and you have to deal with life. Whatever is going on in your world. And then I'll look online and I'll see a video of somebody doing something stupid or something funny online. And just for that split second, you're laughing. And for that moment, you just forgot your problems.
Yeah.
You know, you need that. You need to heal yourself. And people that, you know, holding a bunch of stuff in and not allowing yourself to, like, that good old-fashioned belly laugh.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking that belly laugh where you're literally holding your stomach and you're like, I can't breathe. We need those moments. We do. Like, we need those moments.
Especially in these times right now.
Yeah, we can't be serious.
Yeah.
You need to laugh up. So anybody who has a big belly, if you have big stomach, we will flatten it for you. Tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Flat stomach for everybody.
Oh boy. Trixx, was it what is one piece of unwritten code, quote unquote, or etiquette among comedians that the general public would never guess?
An etiquette among comedians?
Yeah.
Stick to your time. Stick to your time. Especially when you're on the show with other people. Stick to your time. Respect the show.
Yeah.
Stick to your time. Depending, like you know, if a certain comic does crowd work, and you know you don't typically do crowd work, then don't do crowd work in front of that comic. You know, just little things. Respect the show. 6 year time is the main one.
Okay.
Because once you go over, it just off balances the show.
Yeah.
Another etiquette is, you know, don't steal their jokes.
I've heard that.
Don't steal their jokes.
I've heard that some comedians actually were coming for Steve Harvey for that. Cat Williams and some other comedians were coming for him for that, for stealing their jokes.
Joke theft is very taboo in comedy.
Really?
That's why it's very important to do jokes only you can do. You know what I mean? When you have generic subjects, for example, you know, in the Caribbean market, we all know Jamaicans love to gun finger salute.
Right.
That's a common observation. You know how many comedians talk about that and say, "Oh, that's my joke." That's not your joke. That's an observation that everybody knows. But because it's a generic
joke,
topic,
a topic, yeah,
multiple comedians are going to talk about that. But if you do a joke about your father or your mother and something that happened in your childhood and you're making fun of that, or we're connecting that way, a joke that only Trixx can tell, it's hard to steal those jokes.
I hear you.
You know, jokes that are generic are easy to steal. You're going to talk about Facebook, you're going to talk about TikTok, you're going to talk about Drake being light-skinned. These are all generic jokes.
Right.
Talk about something that's personal to you, but is relatable to the audience.
True.
You know, I talk about my father a lot, and he's African.
Does he know that?
Oh, yeah.
Has he ever been to any of your shows?
He will not come.
Why is that?
My mother loves when I make fun of my father.
Oh, wow.
Mother comes. My mother will show up at a show and laugh because she's like, he's telling the truth. Expose your father. Tell them. But my dad has never been to a show.
Oh my gosh! Any of your other siblings into comedy or?
Do I have siblings?
Entertainment?
No.
Do you have?
I have siblings, but none of them are.
Oh, okay.
And they won't come to a show.
Okay.
Because everybody's afraid that I'm gonna I have a lot to say.
Oh, boy.
Family members don't come to my show.
Wow.
I don't want you to embarrass me. You know too much. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I can still talk about it.
And they wouldn't even sit even if they come to the show, they wouldn't go and sit in the back.
My mother, when she comes to a show, she doesn't tell me. My mother doesn't even tell me when she
There
comes.
you
My
go.
mom will show up, and she doesn't like to sit. My mom knows obviously my mom's gonna sit in the front if I know she's coming.
Right.
But my mom doesn't like to throw me off, so my mom will sit somewhere
In the back in the audience.
closer to the back, and then either call me the next day and tell me she was at the show,
Wow.
and even quote jokes that I said, or she'll come to me after the show,
Okay.
and be like, just to let me know that she was there.
Okay.
But she doesn't like to tell me she's coming to shows.
Nice.
She thinks I'm going to tell her not to come. I told my mother I will not censor myself for you. You're my mom. I get it, but you're going to learn a lot about your son
Yeah.
that night. You're going to learn a lot of things.
Exposed.
I'm not going to censor myself for you.
What do you think of a comedian? I sometimes we refer to him as a comedian, but he's not really a comedian.
Who's that?
Dave Chappelle.
I think he's a comedian.
He's in a different class, though.
He's transcended comedy to the point now where we want to hear what he has to say about things. That's what he's transcended comedy. We don't want to hear jokes from him anymore. Now we want to hear, oh my God, Drake got somebody pregnant. How do you feel about that, Chappelle? Tell us. That's where he's at now.
Okay,
He's moved into social commentary. But he's a comedian.
Yeah.
He's a comedian, and he's a very intelligent one too.
Very intelligent.
He's very intelligent. He finds a way to weave in and out of. He's still picking on the transgender.
The alphabet.
He's still picking on them, the alphabet
Yeah.
people. He won't stop. He doubles down every time he gets a chance. But he does it intelligently to the point where you can't cancel him.
You know who he reminds me of? Of George Carlin.
Oh, George Carlin.
Yeah.
George Carlin transcended comedy as well.
Big time.
Because it
Big
got to a
time.
point where it was like, we just want to hear what you think about things. And I mean, Pryor, I don't think Pryor did, but people were so wrapped up in Pryor's stories. Pryor had very vivid stories, real stories, very vulnerable stories that most black men would never go on stage. He talked about doing things for crack.
Yeah.
Doing horrible things sexually for crack. That's a lot of black men would never admit that on stage. But so Richard Pryor was a real comedian, very real. And they were, say what you want, people related. He talked about setting himself on fire.
Fire, yeah.
You know what I mean? And
he took that and he turned it into comedy.
that's real comedy, though. That's a person who can take their pain, take their trauma,
Yeah.
and laugh about it. It trains an audience to be like, you know what, man? If he can laugh at himself for doing that, then why am I always mad?
Yeah.
We got to learn to be able to take some of our pain and laugh about it, flip it into something positive.
Right.
That's what I always respected about Pryor. So, people, there's different lanes. I mean, I don't know where Kevin Hart's entertaining, very entertaining.
Do you think he's funny?
I do think Kevin Hart, I think old Kevin's funny.
Okay.
I love
I
old
agree.
Kevin Hart.
Same
when he
here.
was hungry.
Same here.
Yeah, when he was hungry, when he was when he had a chip on his shoulder trying to prove himself, I thought he was funnier.
Okay.
Now that he's big and he's Hollywood and he's a mogul,
Yeah.
I think he has funny moments, but I love old Kevin
Yeah.
way more.
Cat.
Cat is hilarious.
Cat is crazy.
But I love Cat because Cat's real. Cat's
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
Cat wasn't roasting Kevin Hart at the roast. Cat was giving you his real feelings about how he feels about Kevin. And I've always respected Cat because Cat's very, very intelligent.
Right.
He's a very smart dude. And I just love the way he conveys his jokes when he changes his voice and he gets amplified. Cat's great.
Think we'll ever have another Kings of Comedy again? I love the first one better with Bernie Mac.
It
That
would
was
be
my
new-
favorite.
Bernie Mac was
Couldn't touch him.
Untouchable.
Untouchable.
One of those talents that was gone.
Like you said, natural. Another natural.
That
thing.
man knew how to. That man knew how to make me laugh in every movie. In every
It's the
movie,
internet. Go ahead.
yeah, every movie he was in. Anytime that man was on screen, I laughed. He knew just the way he said things. He was the comic that taught me it's not what you say, it's how you say it. and he even just telling the story.
Like milk and cookies?
Milk and cookies.
Cookies.
Oh my gosh. I saw that Kings of Comedy in a movie theater.
Okay.
We were in a movie theater, and I'm talking, it was just all black people in that theater. You know how we laugh.
Yeah.
And you felt like you were at the show. And man, yeah, Bernie Mac is one of those guys that you'll miss. You miss Bernie Mac. If we're gonna have a new Kings of Comedy, it'll be 4 new people.
Who are we looking at? Who, in your opinion, who should be the next 4 Kings of Comedy?
Oh, that's a great question. Because there's so many new guys. It's hard to say. I don't even know if I can answer that. I don't know.
Okay. Some of the female comedians are actually tipping the scale too right now.
There's some great female comedians.
Yeah.
Some of them y'all don't even know about. There's some great female comedians. I know Just Niche, Corey Bell, Ty Davis. There's so many good ones. Kelly Kells. There's so many funny ones that have things to say. Zainab Johnson.
Okay.
Funny. So many. Takara Williams. Funny. She blew up making fun of her daughter.
Whoa.
Talking about like her daughter, like how daughters, how the kids speak today.
Yeah.
She imitates it very well.
Okay.
And it resonates because mothers all across the country are like, yeah, my daughter does that too.
Right.
She's great. She's phenomenal. There's so many great female comedians.
We got a great one sitting here this morning, and he'll be on stage tomorrow night.
I can't wait.
Trixx.
Come laugh, people.
Yes, sir.
Come and laugh with me.
Yes,
you understand, Charlie? We want to make the world a better place.
What can people expect from you tomorrow, Trixx?
You will lose your stomach. If you have asthma, you might want to bring your inhaler. You are going to you will not be miserable for 3 hours.
Yeah.
You will laugh proper.
All right.
Come on.
Yeah. From St.Maarten, where do you perform next?
Oh, Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. We're in Amsterdam.
Going to Amsterdam. Netherlands. I'm going to Amsterdam, Rotterdam, and Arnhem.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Looking forward to it.
Okay.
And then back to the U.S. Atlanta's coming up. Boston's coming up. Detroit's coming up. Man, we're busy.
Yeah,
Busy.
that's good.
Busy.
That's good.
God is good.
All right, all the time.
Yes, and all the time.
God is good.
Yes, ma'am.
Trixx, I love having this conversation with you this morning, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. And I really look forward to Full House tomorrow.
It's gonna be a good time. Yes.
And to Glenn and his entire crew for putting this show together. I wish them much success and keep it going because we're gonna laugh till we belly bust.
Look, Glenn's over there. And make sure, Trixx, you mention the show and make sure you tell everybody to buy tickets, okay, Trixx? Whatever, Glenn.
All right, we're going to shake it up tomorrow night, of course, at the Alice Convention Center. Laugh till belly bust.
Boss.
Yes, sir. Hey, keep it locked right here, people, and I'll be back after the break with some more music before we wrap it up here for this Friday morning. Don't forget, it's Laugh till belly bust tomorrow night at the Alice Convention Center.